and welcome back to another episode of the shit behind the show. I just realized if you're watching me on YouTube, I match my background. I'm wearing black and white, and my backdrop is black and white. Anyway, dumb little side note on this. Okay, I'm a nerd. So this week I've been discussing rejection, how to embrace it, what kind of feelings it brings up, and how to get through it. So I've tried to redirect my podcast more to self-growth and awareness and not discuss the negative side of divorce, dating, relationships, things like that, but how we can improve ourselves and self-love through all of this stuff. We're in this together, so come along the ride with me. So anyway, I'm feeling silly today. It's weird. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday. Feeling silly. I don't know what my problem is. Please don't report me that I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and need to be locked up somewhere. Okay. So how does the fear of rejection impact our ability to accept ourselves and who we are as a human? Again, I discussed this last week. It is so cool that every one of us are unique and our own person, and we don't have to fit the mold and we don't have to follow a path. We can just be us. But there's this huge fear of no and rejection and being let down, feeling let down. And I think a lot of that is society, right? There's this negative notion that being rejected, feeling rejected, hearing the word no means you are a failure. And that can really just be embedded in our soul. I talk about the culture here where I'm from, and there's a lot of that here. There's a lot of judgment and rejection. And if you don't fit a certain mold, then you're not good enough, quote unquote, good enough, because you are. And that can make it so difficult living here. If you know, you know. So the fear of rejection can have a significant impact on the ability to accept who we are and ourselves and the journey that we're on. When we fear rejection, we often seek external validation. And I think a lot of you, if you're single, you've heard of the quote unquote hoe phase. I really believe that a lot of that is coming from marriage. For me, it was a long-term marriage, children, white picket fence life, and discovering this new life of, again, what I felt like was failure and being thrown to the wolves. I married my high school sweetheart. I dated very, very little in high school. And then I was married to him for 15 years and had the house, the children. I was a stay-at-home mom. I went to college when I was 30 because I was staying home with children. It was so important to me. And then I get thrown into this, what I like to call tornado life, not knowing where the fuck my life was going, honestly, or where my path was going to lead. And I think I was seeking outside validation. I don't think I know. I was seeking outside validation. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm the greatest. Everybody want to date me because it makes me feel better. That is the most toxic situation I've ever put myself in, by the way. It was nothing but creating more drama, more of a shitstorm. And I wish I would have done it different. I talk about it all the time. But it is just that. It's feeling the rejection and fear of more rejection and seeking that outside validation instead of looking within and really discovering who I am. It took me a lot of years to decide I wanted to get to know this girl on the inside. And now I do, and I love her, and I don't care what other people think. There are very few people that I will really listen to their opinion, and it's valuable to me in my life. It's more how I feel about me. So additionally, the fear of rejection can create a negative self-image. I'm not good enough. We've all felt it, I'm sure. You will internalize rejection as a reflection of worthiness, self-criticism, self-doubt. It can hinder our ability to accept ourselves and fully embrace who we really are as a human and be okay with it. Instead of seeing it as an opportunity and a positive thing in life, we see it as a huge negative, and we will live by that. And it's really hard. I know it's hard to accept rejection and embrace it, but the other side of things is even harder, I promise. To overcome the impact of the fear of rejection and self-awareness and compassion need to be cultivated. Holy cow. I take notes on what I want to say, and as I look at my notes, sometimes my brain goes quicker than my mouth. But this idea that, I'm not good enough if I feel rejection. It's not a part of life. It is a part of life. It is an everyday part of life. It's some people, again, I've discussed how I've been in sales for a few years. It's a part of my everyday in sales. And, even doing the podcast, do you think I had listeners right out of the gate? Do you think that felt like, damn, I have nothing cool to say. People don't want to hear me. Yeah, at first. And I was listening to myself like, whoa, nerd. Who really values what you have to say? A lot of people. And it has saved me and a lot of others. But did it feel weird at first? And I don't think people are going to get anything from this. Yeah, it did. But recognize that, again, it's just a part of life, and accept it. And it doesn't define who you are as a human or your self-worth at all. You need to discover that within, and you need to show yourself kindness and understanding. Challenge negative self-talk and replace it with positive affirmations. Surround yourself with supportive, accepting individuals. Again, I discussed this on the last episode, but really, one thing that's really helped me in life is as I'm thinking these negative thoughts and feeling these negative emotions, I will turn it around and I will tell myself, you have to stop. You got this. A great time for this is when I'm working out in the morning. And while I'm working out and I'm feeding that fire and I'm releasing serotonin and endorphins, and I'm like, yes, I'm looking in the mirror, like I'm making progress. This is great. I'm also talking to myself in a way that is positive. I was doing abs this morning and I was thinking about this, thinking, there's some stuff in life that I want to change right now. I'm working really hard to fix and change. And I'm thinking, damn girl, if you keep telling yourself, I can't, you won't. But if you tell yourself you can, and you turn these negative thoughts into a positive, and you don't listen to the outside noise of, but it's so hard, really take that in. I want you to really take that in. I can't. It's so hard. It's never going to happen. As opposed to, I think I need more coffee today. I can. I will. I am. It's happening for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything is going to fall into place. Feel the emotions in both of those. It feels so much better to talk to yourself in a positive way and to tell yourself, I got this. Tomorrow's a new day and I have a clean slate and I can make tomorrow whatever I want it to be. That feels so much better than the negative self-talk, because at the end of the day, where is that getting you? It's getting you nowhere. And tomorrow's a new day and you have this new opportunity to turn your thoughts around and turn your life around. And you will see that the more that you talk positive to yourself, the more things start to fall into place, I promise. And rejection will not be a thing anymore. So try it. Start talking to yourself in a negative way instead of that was backwards, in a positive way. Turn the negative thinking into a positive. Holy cow. I am a mess today. I need to drink some more coffee, maybe have some more caffeine, or maybe not as much, something like that. Anyway, again, self-reflect, really think about it. Am I talking to myself in a positive way, or am I talking to myself in a negative way? And is this helping the downfalls in life, or is it hindering and making it worse? Think about it. Thank you again. Please go find me on Facebook, The Shit Behind the Show, YouTube, Tan and Blonde, Instagram, The Shit Behind the Show, and TikTok, Tan and Blonde. Until next time, love you all. Bye.